Good morning, everyone. I know, I'm at it again. I really need a vacation. Oh, hope everyone is doing well and had a good weekend. Oh my goodness, you won't believe the weekend we had. But I'll get into that after this. I wanted to do a sequel. Thank you very much, Atlantis. Him and I are looking through, this Boy Scout of America abuse, claims and stuff, and he found Watchtower, page 51 of the PDF. So if you go to my website, and download this PDF and get this information, if you scroll down to page 51 on the document, about looks like 12, 15 from the bottom, Watchtower and Bible Tract Society. So, like I said, this brings up a lot of questions, and here's another one, Watchtower and Bible Tract Society. And I have to ask is, if as Jehovah's Witnesses we are not to have anything to do with the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, then why in the world would Watchtower be named in these abuse claims with Boy Scouts? Obviously whoever created this document on these abuse claims has some kind of evidence that Watchtower and Bible Tract Society was involved in sponsoring Boy Scout troops and someone got abused. So, that's why this is so weird. So, like I said, I will put the link down below to our website for this document in case you didn't get it yesterday. And now for our weekend. Oh my goodness. Many of you know our crazy neighbor, Jerry. He has totally lost it. Yesterday, my dogs were in the house here and they were sleeping, and all of a sudden they started getting really restless and barking. And so I went to let them out the back door and I saw smoke. And it's like, oh my God. So I grabbed the camera and I was filming, the fire, and then I realized that it was out of control. And it's like, oh crap. And so I put the camera down and I ran into the house and I called 911. And thankfully, they got here pretty quick. Because, we live out in the middle of nowhere, and our nearest fire department is a volunteer fire department. And they're probably, 10, 15 minutes away. But it was great because, we have some amazing neighbors out here who all help one another, and they came, and it was mostly a grass fire, but the fire came across his property over onto ours, and it was getting closer to the house and like my dog's pen. And so I took the dogs and we went a safe distance away from the house, up by the highway, probably about 200-300 yards away. And I was so upset because we had gone through a house fire back in 1989, and I don't ever want to go through that again. And Mike was fighting the fire. He had the outside hose going and watering down, and by then, some firefighters had shown up and they had some water on their trucks, and so they were, spraying it down around our house. And Mike was filling up buckets of water and taking it out to where the hose couldn't reach, trying to get the fire stopped, from getting our house. But it came so close. It came so close. It's maybe within 30 feet of, our backyard, because we have like a big fenced-in area for the dog pen. And I just thought we were gonna lose everything. But our crazy neighbor, he said it was dry lightning, and they said he was so drunk when they showed up, and he didn't call 911. When they showed up, he had an axe and he was walking towards the fire, and of course they said put down the axe, because really, an axe is not going to do anything, against this fire, when it's up above the trees. And but he was so drunk, and they said he may have possibly been high on drugs, the way he was just like all over the place and everything else. But, he has been threatening us for years that he was going to burn us out. I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he's just an idiot, a crazy idiot. But we've lost about 4 or 5 acres of our, grassland, it's a good thing the grass was cleaned out, but we've lost a lot of our big, huge juniper trees. They had to cut quite a few of them down because the roots were on fire. And but we're okay. The 2 dogs, the cat, and Mike and I are safe. We did not lose the house. We did not lose any structures. And as you can see from the pictures I'm showing, it was just, I mean, it was just such a stressful afternoon because, you know, even though the fire crew had shown up, Mike was still helping put the fire out. And he's so sore today, you know, he can barely walk. But unfortunately, they had to send half the fire crew up north by I-40 because there was a semi accident that the truck had 2 wheels come off and started a grass fire up there. So anyway, I know many of you have sent me emails, you know, wondering where we were yesterday and a lot of phone calls, but we were dealing with that. And today, investigators are showing up and asking, you know, for our statement. And since I do have video, you know, if they need that, but there was a sheriff's deputy that showed up and he took our statement about an hour ago, and he went over to the neighbor's house to try to talk to him, and he wouldn't even come to the door. So I don't know, but you know, you can thank the laws and the justice system for this, because this guy has been, you know, causing problems and terrorizing this whole valley for 15 years now. And like we've mentioned before, he tried to kill one of the neighbors down the road. So, and this guy is just so crazy. He told one of the firefighters, that this was punishment from Jesus because he was drinking and cussing. So, I mean, as you can tell, you know, we're pretty stressed out, as if our stress level wasn't high enough. And we're frightened. We're scared because he's capable of anything. He's capable of anything. And one good thing, he's afraid of me, because I've already had to threaten him. And he knows that I will defend myself. And so anyway, thank you everyone so much for your thoughts and comments and prayers and well wishes and love and support. We appreciate it so much. So if you know you don't hear much from us on social media and videos, you know what we're dealing with here. And that's why, you know, I'm being honest and saying what happened, because there's going to be an investigation. We're hoping that this guy gets arrested. He has done so much damage to our property. Like I said, we've lost about 4 or 5 acres of beautiful, you know, woods and grassy area. So, you know, I don't know if he can be sued for damages. I'm going to be calling the insurance company and dealing with all of that. So, thank you everyone, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.